anyway by those developments in Egypt?
Yes, it was affected. I call it the Egyptian experience. Egypt is a very nice country to start with, a very beautiful country. And it's a country where you would want to live and, you know, spend a lot of time in. When we were in Egypt and we were having this training course, um, these riots and all that started, and it actually happened where we used to have lessons, like
That's
the
mass bureau.
Exactly, the mass bureau. And it was really disturbing because sometimes lecturers had to smuggle us out of the center, and it was really disturbing. And we weren't actually told what exactly was happening downstairs because they didn't want to get us so worked up and all that. So they just kind of smuggled us at 12, and they were like, there will be no classes for you today, and that's it. We have to watch Al Jazeera or the other news channels to know what was going on. It was a really good experience because we got to learn so many things. We met so many celebrities who were actually lecturers, and I even had the opportunity to learn Portuguese, so it was really nice.
I was in Egypt in November. That was immediately Achare and our colleague from the radio left, and our stay in Egypt also coincided with the November demonstrations. Frankly enough, it doesn't affect our program that much. That is one of my greatest impressions about Egypt, their political maturity. We were having our lectures at the Mass Bureau, which is just a stone's throw from the Tahrir Square. Every day we pass by demonstrators, you know, but it doesn't affect us that much, and we were about 23 TV, radio programmers and technicians. We had a nice day in Egypt.
Would you like to go back to Egypt?
Yeah, yes, of course, if given the opportunity. Though this was my second time, I don't expect to go there again. I've been there last year, and then this year again I had the opportunity to go there. So I'm not expecting to go there any sooner, but I would love to, if given the opportunity, of course.
Bakari, how was the election or coverage of the election? What was it like for you?
It was quite exciting, quite challenging, knowing how things normally unfold during election time. But of course, from Bara, the reception that was accorded to the president from Bara, the reception accorded to the president from Bara, right down to Farafenye, all over the country, indicated from the word go that the president was going to win, because Gambians felt that he has delivered, he has lived up to their expectations. And of course, everything went very peacefully. Like certain meetings would last late into the night. And at the end of the day, following morning, I expected to file a report. So you can imagine having sat down the whole night almost, and then early in the morning you have to at least get your story ready. It's quite challenging. But then teamwork, sometimes we do help one another. We complement one another, both radio and television. My colleague Abdul was very strong in Mandinka. In some instances, I would, you know, because this is one institution. So in as much as it was very challenging in times of hecticness and the like, but we were able to live up to our expectations. And of course, our listeners, our viewers, we are really happy that our reporting was good. People followed, you know, there was no sentimentality, there was no biasness. We did our utmost best, and we're happy that when we came back, our superiors, the Buchanan public, was very appreciative of the work we did, and this is something we are really proud of.
Good number of women groups have in fact, you know, composed a number of songs. You are world famous, more or less. Now it's like we've almost come off with like, now it's like the trade season has like started. The rains, we are not as good as we wanted them to be. What's your assessment of the past cropping season?
Not a very good one. The rains came late and they ended early. So you can imagine crops like upland rice, crops like groundnut have done very badly. Of course, the amount of land put on the cultivation naturally has increased because farmers, farmers last year, the harvest was good. So that was really encouraging. So a lot of farmers, expanded, they increased the land that they cultivate normally. But, you know, because of rains, as I said, we came very late, late June, and ended almost even November, sorry, even August, a month which is really normally see a lot of rains. This year, the distribution was very bad. You know, rains would come at a time when plants are, when rain, they will experience dry spell at a time when crops like upland rice, like groundnut, are at the reproductive stage. And these are very critical stages. So because of lack of rains, naturally, this is a very bad season, and farmers, a lot of farmers are really, they have done, the season is not good for them.
Aissatou Mane, you now are an assistant news editor. We used to have news editors, female news editors, but there was a time, you know, all of a sudden, maybe because of maybe the way things are going, we could not get one, but you happened to join the team. How would you describe your experiences?
First of all, I would say I am very privileged to be part of the editorial management team, assistant editor. It is a great opportunity. Being the only lady, at first it was very daunting because you come early, you have to come early in the morning, you have to run, you have to be versatile, you run up and down, make sure the preambles are in before the editor comes in. You know, you make sure the tape editors, you give them the lineup to edit stories which the editor decides that they should be, everything should be intact before the editor sits on the chair. At first it was very, very, very daunting and frustrating, but with the helps of the like of you who were there to tutor me, Babu Senghor, the farmer of Fufanas, I